Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. As I told you that I am going to discuss all the topics in detail of chapter 3D. So in this sequence only this is my third video related to 3D geometry and today's topic is equation of a line when it passes through 2 points. So let's begin. Equation of a line in 3D can be written in two ways. The first is when it passes through a point and parallel to a vector. That I already discussed with you in the last video. If you have not seen that video yet, I am going to share the link in the description box. And I request all of you to first see that video, then only you will be able to understand this one easily. Okay. So in this video, I am going to discuss the second point, that is when it passes through 2 points. So write the equation of the line in 3D when it passes through 2 points. And I am going to discuss both the forms with you, vector as well as Cartesian form. As I told you, if you know the vector form, then it will be very easy for you to write the Cartesian form. So your concentration should be on vector form. So let's see the diagram. Here our question is write the line, equation of the line in 3D when it passes through 2 points. So our requirement is a line and 2 points. So let's see. First of all, we are going to consider a line, that is L, and then a point on it, that is A, and its coordinates are x1, y1, z1. Now second point, that is B, and its coordinates are x2, y2 and z2. Now we are going to consider a general point P and its coordinates are x, y, z. Okay. We are going to join this B point with O. So that is the position vector OB and we are going to call this B vector. And now we are going to join A point with O and we are going to call this vector as A vector. And now point P with origin O, and as you know we call this R. So here in this diagram you can see that this is our line L and we have taken 2 points A, B. It passes through 2 points A and B. Okay. And we have considered a general point P that we used to take whenever we are writing an equation. So that is P, X, Y, Z. And we have joined them with the origin and we are calling these vector OA as A, OB as B and OP as R. So this is what we got. Now we have to write the equation of the line. Okay. So how we are going to write? So for that we are going to consider the triangles. As you know that we are familiar with the concept, the triangle law of addition. So we are going to use that law here. So we are going to consider first AOB triangle, and according to AOB triangle what will you get? OA plus AB and equals to you will get OB. So from here you are going to, because you are familiar with OA, that is A vector, OB, that is B vector. So what is unknown to you? That is AB. So you will get AB as OB minus OA. Okay. After that, the second triangle that we are going to consider is OAOP. And in AOP triangle, that is OA. Now you see that is OA plus AP equals to OP. This is what we are going to get and then we are going to solve it. So let's see how are we going to solve it. Okay. With the help of triangle law of addition. So as I told you that we are going to consider first the triangle AOB, we will get this relation. As we know that OB vector is our B vector, OA vector is A vector. So obviously AB vector will be B minus A vector. So again I am highlighting this point. So first of all we are considering AOB triangle, and according to triangle law of addition of vector we have written this OA plus AB equals to OB. OA is A vector, OB is B vector. So the result is AB equals to B minus A. Okay. Now we are going to consider the second triangle, that the triangle AOP. This is what we have considered. For your help, I am going to draw here. This was our line. We have drawn it in this way. this was your point A, this was your point B, and this was your point P. Okay, so we are considering now AOP. So according to, and this is point O. So if you are going to consider AOP, this will be OA plus AP equals to OP. OP vector that you have already called that it is R vector, OA vector is your A vector. Now what about AP vector? We have already calculated AB vector and now we want to calculate AP vector. Clearly you can see that ABP, all the 3 points are collinear. So we can say that AP vector is lambda times of AB vector. Whenever 3 points are collinear, we can write in this way that AP vector is lambda times of AB vector. That also you have studied in vector algebra. So we are going to use that concept. So according to that concept, what will happen? AP will become lambda times of AB and AB we have calculated B minus A. So we are now going to put the value in this equation. OA is A vector. AP we have considered, we have already calculated lambda times of B minus A and this is equivalent to OP, that is R. So this is the vector equation. Now you have to write the Cartesian, that is very easy. A, the coordinates were x1, y1, z1. So your vector will be in component form x1i plus y1j plus z1k. You can see it here. You can look at here. This is OA vector. OP your position vector, that is R vector, xi, yj and zk because coordinates were x, y, z. And OB because coordinates were x2, y2, z2. So component form will be x2i plus y2j plus z2k. Now put the values in the vector equation. So your vector equation, as you can see here, that was A plus lambda times of B minus A equals to R. So put the value of A, that is x1i plus y1j plus z1k. Now lambda times of B vector, that is x2i plus y2j plus z2k, minus A vector, that is x1i plus y1j plus z1k equals to xi plus yj plus zk. Now we are going to calculate it. So this value we are going to put here, and here you can see we are going to collect the component, scalar component I. We can take common, so it is x2 minus x1. Then lambda we are also going to multiply, so lambda times of x2 minus x1 I, lambda times of y2 minus y1 j, and lambda times of z2 minus z1 k. And here this minus this quantity, so this will become x minus x1 I, y minus y1 j and z minus z1 k. Now we are going to compare them. Okay, so I, the scalar component of I here is x minus x1, or the scalar component of I here is lambda times of x2 minus x1. So what is the value of lambda for you? So lambda will become x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so this is what we are going to write here. Similarly, if you are going to calculate the lambda value here, so you will get y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1. And now the third case, what will happen? Z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. So this is what you are going to get. So these all values are equal because they all are equivalent to lambda. So all three values will be equal. So this is what written here. So you will get this equation. And this is your final Cartesian equation. So there is no need of mugging the Cartesian equation. If you remember the vector equation and if you remember only the diagram, it is very easy to write the equation. Okay. So now let's consider an example and see. Find the vector and the Cartesian equation of the line that passes through the points these two, 3 minus 2 minus 5 and 3 minus 2 6. That's very easy. You know that this is your A vector, that is 3i minus 2j minus 5k. Okay. And B vector 3i minus 2j plus 6k. So this is what we have written here. And OP, that is general vector xi plus yj plus zk, that is your position vector R. Now you are going to put these values in the vector equation, that you know very well, that is A plus lambda times of B minus A equals to R. So we are going to put the values here, and now you consider, only just see this vector we are going to copy as it is here. Here you can see 3i minus 3i, so that will be cancelled. Minus 2j plus 2j, that will also be cancelled. So 6 and this will be plus 5k, so this will become 11k. So we are going to write this, and this is your vector equation. Now if you want to write the Cartesian equation, then you replace this r with xi plus yj plus zk. And now you are going to write the Cartesian equation as, you just collect the component, here the component of x, okay, just take this to this side, so this will become x minus 3i, here you can see this will become x minus 3i, then y plus 2j, and then z plus 5k. This is what you are going to get. So after getting this, you are going to find the value of lambda. So lambda, here it is 0. The component, scalar component of I is 0, and here the scalar component will be x minus 3. So the lambda, value of lambda will become x minus 3 upon 0. Here your scalar component is y plus 2. So y plus 2, and here it is again 0. So y plus 2 upon 0. And here z plus 5, and here the component is 11. So z plus 5 upon 11. So this is what you are going to get. So it's very easy to do all the question related to write the equation of the line in 3D. So you just go through the video, and if you have any query or the doubt, you can ask me. Thank you so very much.